But now we know who killed Bubba. See, at first, I was under the impression that Yellow Beezy got that get back. See, in the beginning, I was under the pressure. I was like, man, Yellow Beezy, let me find out. Yellow Beezy found out that Bubba tried to kill him, and Sean G whipped, and he got that get back. No, nah. See, Yellow Beezy was being watched. Yellow Beezy was under scrutiny. Definitely wasn't Yellow Beezy. Then when I go back and do my research, that's what he should have did. That's what he should have did. He should have reported it stolen and burned it up. That's what they should have did. But these niggas ain't smart, man. Come on, we know that. That's what they should have did, bro. But these niggas ain't that smart. These niggas ain't that smart. You absolutely right. That's what he was supposed to do. He was supposed to report it stolen and burn it up. But guess what? That's why I think he did it on purpose. Pay attention to what I said earlier. That's why I'm starting to think Sean G deliberately tried to set Bubba up on purpose. I don't think that this was a coincidence. I think he wanted Bubba to get caught. I wouldn't be surprised if he made a phone call to Lewisville police station and put the tip in their ear. I think he deliberately wanted to get rid of Bubba. Pay attention to what I'm telling y'all. I think Sean G wanted to get Bubba out the way. Bubba was a problem for Sean G. Bubba was a motherfucking problem for Sean G, y'all. I'm telling you. So what did your boy Sean G do? He orchestrated a way to get rid of this nigga. He orchestrated the whole shit. We gonna go knock these niggas off, and after I knock these niggas off, I'ma snitch on you. I'ma snitch on you. And then after I snitch on you, I'ma go to Mo 3, Melvin Noble, and I'ma tell Melvin Noble that you snitching on him. Pay attention. After I snitch on you to Lewisville police, I'm gonna go to Melvin Noble and tell Melvin Noble that you snitched on him. Now, yo, it all makes sense. Yes. Yes. That's why Keywan was saying, check your inner circle. That's why Keywan kept saying, check your inner circle. Yes. Pay attention. I ain't no dummy, man. I'm far from a dummy, dog. I told y'all, I'm far from a dummy. I ain't no dummy, y'all. I ain't no dummy. That's exactly why he was saying, check your inner circle. This is exactly why he was saying, check your inner circle. Niggas don't want to know the truth, bro. I ain't no dummy. Yo, bro, why you think this nigga hated me so much, y'all? Why you think that nigga hated me so much? That's why the nigga hated me so much, because he knew I knew. Why you think the nigga used to argue with me the way he did? Because he knew I knew. He knew I knew. I read right through that nigga, y'all. I read right through the nigga, and he knew I read right through him. He knew it. He knew I read right through him. Yeah, it's come on, the game is not that, like, bro, this shit is common sense, bro. The nigga really fucked Mo 3 up, bro. He played on Mo 3. That nigga really played on Mo 3, bro. And Mo 3 fell for it, dog. He played on Mo 3 and Mo 3 fell for it. I can't believe that shit, y'all. I swear to God, I can't believe that shit. That nigga was able to convince Mo 3 that Bubba was snitching on him, man. I swear to God to y'all, he was able to convince Mo 3 that Bubba was doing the snitching, and the whole time it was him. It was him. And this nigga was working with the feds the whole time, working with Lewisville police station the whole time. And it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out, y'all, because Lewisville is hitting the stand. Lewisville is gonna be speaking, and Lewisville is gonna explain everything that they know pertaining to their case in Yellow Beezy in Lewisville. That's what Lewisville is going to speak to. Lewisville is going to speak to everything that pertains to their case in Lewisville when Yellow Beezy got shot. That's the only reason Lewisville would be even getting on the stand. And what they going to talk about is how Yellow Beezy didn't want to cooperate with the police because he wanted revenge. Pay attention. The state of Texas is going to try to prove that Yellow Beezy, Lewisville police is getting on the stand. Lewisville police is getting on the stand. They are on the prosecution's list to be a witness. Lewisville police, the detectives. They are going to get on the stand, and they're going to talk about how they found out that the car was registered to Sean Griffin. They're going to talk about how when they brought Sean Griffin in, what did they talk about with Sean Griffin? What did Sean Griffin tell them? They're going to talk about all this on the stand. They're going to talk about how they brought it to Yellow Beezy attention, Marcus Conway's attention, and Marcus Conway decided not to cooperate. And they are going to prove that the reason he didn't want to cooperate was because he sought revenge. He would rather seek revenge than to let the police do their job. Then they're going to explain. Then they're going to explain how Sean Griffin, was involved in helping the Lewisville police gather information pertaining to Bubba. They're going to also explain that the case was closed due to Bubba's demise. Pay attention. They're going to explain that due to Bubba's demise, the case was closed. Not because they didn't have the information. Not because they didn't have the information. Not because they didn't know who was driving the car on the highway. The case was closed because Bubba got killed. Sound like an easy fake 45, right? Sound like an easy fake 42. Sound like a flea flicker. Huh? Call who? I'm busy right now. I'm on the phone. I don't know. You understand what I'm telling y'all? It was a flea flicker, man. He hit your boy with a flea flicker. Sean G was trying to make it to where he had to do no jail time, y'all. Sean G was trying to make it to where he had to do no jail time. This nigga was trying to take all his time off his books. Why you think that nigga went to the feds and did no time? Sean G went to the feds and barely did no time, y'all. He was trying to take all his time off his books any way possible. Any way possible. Any way possible, he was motherfucking going to try to get all his time took off his books. Sean G went to the feds and did damn near just as much time as a fucking millionaire T.I. And we know Sean G ain't got no fucking money. Everybody knows Sean G ain't got no fucking money. And he went to the feds and got just as much time as a nigga with millions of dollars. 8 months to a year in the feds. And like I said, we all know any nigga who go to the feds and only get 8 months to a year in the feds gave up or corroborated information. The feds is not wasting their time arresting niggas just for a year in jail. The fuck I'm gonna waste my time and arrest you for just to give you a year in jail? I spent more money on this investigation. As a federal government, we spent more money on this investigation than to give you a year in jail, my nigga. So if we give you a year in jail, that means you cooperated with us and you helped us solve other cases that we needed to solve, my nigga. Cases that was very important to us. Cases that's important to the state. And guess what? When the state tell the feds that you are helping us, and the feds tell the state that you are helping us, then you are a commodity to the justice system, nigga. Exactly. BG had all that money and did 11 years. Come on, man. BG had all that money, did 11 years. Come on, y'all better pay attention, man. These niggas in Dallas is getting caught with guns, and they felons in possession of firearms and doing no time. Doing no time. They homies is going to jail, nigga. Y'all better pay attention. In Dallas, the big niggas don't go to jail. They little niggas go to jail. You know how many niggas got locked up around Trap? Come on, man. Do you know how many niggas got locked up around Trap already since he got home for that gun charge? Come on, man. This nigga got caught with a tiger, man. They raided this nigga house, caught the nigga with a tiger, caught the nigga with guns in the crib, drugs. Then he went to jail again for drugs, guns. Then he got pulled over on the highway with guns, drugs. Man, y'all better pay attention. Come on, man. This shit ain't hard to figure out. This shit is not hard to figure out. How you doing? Y'all better pay attention. It is not hard to figure out, man. We already know what's going on. I know what's going on. I ain't no dummy. You feel me, Lady Blockchain? He said, yo, what's that White Boy Rick movie? I ain't never saw that. I never saw the White Boy Rick movie. I just know common sense, man. I just be trying to give niggas common sense, like, bro, just pay attention, bro. It like it's right in your face. Sean G didn't want to go to jail. Sean G was facing time. He was facing that time. He knew he was fucked, and he didn't want to go to jail. He had enough love for Mo 3 that he didn't want to snitch on Mo 3. So he told on Bubba. Point blank. Pay attention, y'all. The nigga Sean G, so-called, had enough love for Mo 3 that he tried to switch it up and turn it on Bubba. Let me snitch on Bubba. And then I'm going to tell Mo 3 we got to get rid of Bubba. Because Bubba's snitching. I'm gonna make them think it's Bubba that's snitching. But the whole time, it's me. That's why Sean G, when he got out of jail, made that video, y'all. See, I'm putting y'all on game. This is why when Sean G got out of jail, he made that video. And he was trying to make it look like to the world that somebody was snitching on him. Y'all gotta pay attention, dog. This is why Sean G got out of jail, made a fucking video on Instagram, on Facebook, and he tried to show his paperwork. And he was talking about all niggas out there snitching on me. Niggas trying to take me down, niggas snitching on me. No, nigga, you was snitching. You was snitching. Your car got caught up. Pay attention, y'all. His car got caught up on the highway. Only nigga that was gonna go to jail was him. They didn't know nothing about Bubba. You understand what I'm telling y'all? Lewisville police didn't know nothing about Bubba. They didn't even know Bubba was involved. Lewisville police didn't even know Bubba was involved. Guess who implicated Bubba? Sean G. Sean G implicated Bubba. Then all of a sudden Bubba get killed. They make the world think that it was get back for Yellow Beezy. Let's make it look like Yellow Beezy did that. Everybody gonna say Yellow Beezy got his get back. Bubba death ain't had shit to do with Yellow Beezy. Let me say that again. Bubba death ain't have shit to do with Yellow Beezy. This is why the police is telling y'all that these niggas is lying. This is why the police is on the stand telling y'all, and the detectives in them is telling y'all that these niggas is lying in their raps. These niggas is lying. These niggas is straight lying in their raps, y'all. That shit had nothing to do with Yellow Beezy. Bubba Death didn't have nothing to do with Yellow Beezy. That was a cover-up. It was a cold blood cover-up, y'all. It was the same thing Sauce Walker did when Say So P died. Because Sauce Walker eventually gonna go to jail for Say So P shit too. It's coming. Don't remember I said it. Sauce Walker got a murder for hire coming too. Your boy Yellow Beezy is not the only nigga that's gonna be going down for murder for hire. Sauce Walker got a murder for hire coming too. He got a capital felony charge coming to in the state of Texas. Remember I said it. Y'all. The same thing Say So P killers did is the same thing Sean G did. When Say So P killers got caught on camera, they charger got caught, they faces got caught. Your boy Sauce Walker made it his duty to take out the killers. Them niggas went back to Houston and got killed. Pay attention. Sauce Walker put a hit out on Say So P, a nigga of his nigga from his own crew. Nigga from his own crew took the nigga all the way to Memphis to where he know the nigga had beef at, just so he can make it look like he got killed in his own city by niggas who had beef with him. Pay attention, man. Y'all smarter than this. Sauce Walker took this nigga all the way to fucking Memphis to make it look like he got killed by niggas in Memphis that didn't like him. The whole time, it was some niggas that followed him all the way from Houston. The whole time, the niggas that killed Say So P followed them all the way from Houston. And then when the whole world found out that the niggas was from Houston and their car was all over the news, what do? They tell them to meet us in the mall and they kill them. Pay attention. Because now what we got to do, we got to cover our tracks. Because anything that's going to lead back to me got to go. Real killers know that, man. Real killers know that if you don't do the job yourself, then you gotta get rid of niggas that's gonna make it lead back to you. Real killers know that. If you don't do the job yourself, then you gotta get rid of all the niggas, anybody that's around you, that's gonna make anything lead back to you. So your boy Mo 3 was under the impression that the cops was coming after him because of Bubba. He was under the impression that the cops was coming after him because of Bubba, so he did the ultimate no-no. He took Bubba out because of your boy Sean G. It's a dirty game, y'all. It's a dirty fucking game. And Sean G, you's a grimy nigga, bro. Everybody know that nigga grimy. That nigga Sean G a grimy nigga, dog. You a grimy nigga, boy. You a smart nigga, but you grimy. The way you played that was real smart. The way you got out of jail and you got on that camera and you showed that paperwork and was like, so who's snitching? So y'all remember that shit? He was like, so who's snitching on me? Niggas out there got my name. Niggas are scared for me. Y'all must be scared of me. Y'all trying to keep me in jail, huh? Y'all remember when he did that video? Y'all remember when the bodyguard did that video and the nigga had one of his homies in his house, supposedly that he brought home from jail. Remember, he even brought a scavenger to his house. He brought a scavenger, a nigga that he met in jail. Didn't even know. Never knew the nigga before. Never met the nigga before. He brought the nigga to his house. Had the nigga sitting in his crib while he was showing his paperwork. I know y'all remember. The nigga was showing his paperwork. And while he's showing his paperwork, all he showed, well, he didn't show his paperwork. Let me get that correct. He didn't show his paperwork. All he showed was the stay away. He showed the stay away. He never showed nothing else but the stay away. They told him to stay away from HSM, Mo 3, all the people he was snitching on. What's up, big bro? You know, trying to get it. All the people he was snitching on, they told this nigga to stay away from. That's why I tell y'all, man, be careful. It be the niggas that you think you fuck with that be trying to set you up. It be the niggas that you think around you that you cool with that's trying to set you up. The nigga was no good from the beginning, bro. The nigga didn't have good intentions from jump. He was always setting up Mo 3. I'm just keeping it real. The bodyguard was the one who wanted Mo 3 position from jump. How we know he wanted Mo 3 position? When Mo 3 died, the nigga on YouTube putting out songs of him and Mo 3 rapping together that was trash. Think about that, y'all. When Mo 3 died, the fake ass bodyguard was putting out songs that him and Mo 3 made together on YouTube as if Mo 3 wanted the world to hear that shit. The shit was trash. Trash. He really wanted to be a rapper. That's why when people say you was the bodyguard, what the first thing Sean G say? Oh, I wasn't the bodyguard. I wasn't the bodyguard. He wanted to be a rapper. You gotta do what you want. He really wanted to be a rapper, y'all. He really wanted Mo 3 shoes. He wanted to be the nigga holding the microphone. You see what I'm saying? He didn't want to play his position. He didn't want to be the nigga that was telling niggas to get off the stage and back down, watch out. That nigga wanted to be a rapper. Like, come on, let's be real, y'all. Niggas don't want to speak the truth. That nigga wanted to be a rapper. A rapper. Mo 3 never played none of that nigga music. Nobody ever heard Mo 3 drop any of that nigga music. Nothing. Mo 3 didn't, my nigga, let me tell you something, my nigga. Mo 3 didn't even have that nigga on the songs talking in the beginning of the songs in the intro. You understand what I'm telling you? Mo 3 didn't even have that nigga talking in the intros of the songs. You know how in the beginning of the song, nigga have a nigga talking in the intro? He wasn't even talking in the intro. Mo 3 wasn't trying to fuck with that nigga musically at all. And that was his problem. Let's keep it real. That was Sean G's problem. He wanted to be a musical artist, and Mo 3 saw him as a security, nigga. Security. You wanted to be music, and Mo 3 saw you as security. You wanted the fame. You wanted the lights, the camera, the action. You like all that shit. But that's not where Mo 3 saw that nigga at. So eventually, when you around niggas that eventually want your position, after a while, they're gonna snake you. Let's keep it real. You can only be around niggas for so long that want your position. They will snake you out of your fucking position. It don't matter if they do it legally, if they do it criminally. Like a nigga will snake you out of your position if a nigga's around you long enough wanting your spot. And that's what happened with these niggas, man. Like, I'm keeping realty with y'all. That's what happened with these niggas. You got a nigga watching you get money. Come on, and look, I'm gonna give you another example why I know that's true. If you look at all Sean G videos, go look at all Sean G videos, look at all his pictures. Every picture that nigga got on his Facebook page, every picture he got on his Instagram, he wearing all Mo 3 old jewelry. He wearing all Mo 3 old clothes. Pay attention. Every fucking picture of Sean G on Instagram, this nigga is wearing all Mo 3 old clothes. He either wearing his old clothes, his old jewelry, all that shit. He wearing all the old HSM chains. When Mo 3 got real shit, he gave Sean G the fake shit. How you think this nigga felt wearing all the old shit? Come on, my nigga. And you know the nigga think he could beat Mo 3. You know he feel like, nigga, I'm really your big homie. Pay attention. These niggas don't be looking at us like we little niggas. Sean G didn't look at Mo 3 like Mo 3 was his little nigga. He looked at Mo 3 like, nigga, I'm the big nigga. That's how Sean G looked at Mo 3. Like, nigga, I'm the big nigga. You my little nigga. But you got me wearing all your old jewelry. You can't buy me no new shit. You making all these thousands of dollars and you can't buy me no custom made chain. Think about that. My nigga, you my homie and you making all these thousands of dollars and you can't buy me a custom made chain. I can't get a custom made Sean G chain. I can't get a custom made chain made with me. I gotta wear all your old shit. But that's the type of nigga Mo 3 was. Remember they said Mo 3 was cheap. Mo 3 didn't look out for niggas. You see what I'm saying? Mo 3 didn't feed niggas properly. So it's easy to snake a nigga out that don't feed niggas properly. Nigga, I gotta wear your old clothes. Yo, I swear to God, if y'all think I'm lying, go look at it. If y'all think I'm lying, type in Sean Griffin. Type in Sean G Dumbway on Instagram. Sean G the Dumbway on Instagram. And go look at all his pictures on Instagram. And you're gonna see he wearing nothing but all Mo 3 old shit. You can even add rainwater. And every picture this nigga got on, everything he got on Mo 3 old jewelry. He got on Mo 3 old watches. He got on Mo 3 old bracelets. Nothing is his, my nigga. Nothing in that shit, in these pictures that you look at. And you be like, oh yeah, okay, damn, Sean G, that's dope. My nigga, he was even driving Mo 3 old cars. Let me say this again. That nigga was even driving Mo 3 old vehicles. When Mo 3 got a new vehicle, this nigga be driving the old vehicle. He had nothing for himself. He was literally living in Mo 3's shadow. I would never want to be a nigga living in another nigga's shadow, rocking his old clothes, wearing his old jewelry. And when niggas look at me, they like, damn, my nigga, you starting to look like 3. Why 3 ain't buy you nothing? Why 3 ain't looking out for you? So what do? That creates envy, jealousy. That make a nigga want to take you out. That make a nigga want to snitch on you. So when a nigga snitch on you, he don't give a fuck about snitching on you. Because he look at it like, man, this nigga ain't taking care of me anyway. When Sean G said, I'm a snitch on Bubba and I'm a snitch on Mo 3, that nigga said, man, that